Hi everyone, this is Dion Smo from SmosModernkunearts, and how's everyone's day going? I send out positive vibes from me to you. Listen, you know, uh, I want to give a shout out to my fans who are actually supporting my expression of the martial arts, and Nucky Thompson, Lady Martinez, you know, Liquid Catamus, and Sergio Perez. Thank you guys. Like, you guys are, all my supporters. Stanley, International Stanley, I think, him too. But just all my supporters in general. But I get a lot of questions. I get a lot of questions. Sensei Dion, why did you start your own expression of the martial art? Why not train in, under somebody? Well, guys, to give you guys a little background, when I used to live in Chicago, when I trained under Freddie Lee under over 10 years, when I moved, because I used to train under Freddie, and before that I trained under my uncle, who was a practitioner in Goju Ryu karate. He wasn't a black belt or a master or anything, but he taught me a lot, and before that I trained with Freddie for 10 years. For 10 years, and and I'm laughing because I'm just high on life right now, man. Like, I just, people try to take my energy, people want to throw me to the ground, but you can't, because I'm here and I'm alive. You haters Inc., or just haters in general, you're not going to stop my energy. Herman, anyway, when I had moved to New York, honestly, guys, there is nothing but make dojos here in New York. It's like the rest of the, most of the USA. You got the Taekwondo, the bullshit Taekwondo, and then you got the Kempo Karate, which is bullshit as well. And that's going to go along with another story. When I moved from Chicago here to New York, I had, I love martial arts with a passion. Like, I got to find somewhere to train, and I'm a youngin' at the time, whatever, a few years ago, There was a Kempo karate school that opened around the corner from me. And, I went and joined this Kempo karate school, and guys, the name of the school was Moshe Do Kempo Karate, and I seen the word karate, and mind you, I had never studied under Kempo before this, so I'm like, all right, I see karate, Kempo karate, all right. I studied Goju Ryu with my uncle before this. I'm gonna go, see what's up with this Kempo karate school. Guys, I had joined this school for about 6 months, and it was just complete utter bullshit. Like, the things that were being taught in there were just, it was just not practical in a real fight situation, combat. And I have nothing. I had a little bit more respect for the Kempo sensei Sifu, because he actually served in real war combat, and he had a lot of great points on real self-defense, but the style of Kempo that he was teaching, it just wasn't practical, and it just didn't work. you know, and I just remember, I just remember thinking it's like, I'm paying money to go here. Like, why pay money to go to something that I feel is just not going to help me in a real self defense situation, you know? You know? And I thought in my head, I thought in my head, it's like, I got to make a call to Freddie and ask Freddie, like, what should I do? And I did I made a call to Freddie Lee, and he told me, he's like, do what I did. You know what? I trained at the Family Inc. Association, man, and it was complete bullshit, and that's why I left and I started my own expression of martial arts, which is Freddie Modern Kung Fu. So I just suggest you to do the thing, do the exact same thing. Why train somewhere where practical martial art or real practical martial arts isn't being taught? He said, you're better off just starting your own expression. I said, okay. And there are some Brazilian jiu-jitsu schools here, but they're kind of far out of my range, and some judo, and you know, there are some wrestling schools as well, but they're just out of my jurisdiction. So I just like, you know what? I'm gonna start my own expression of my martial art, which was FMK inspired and Gold do Rio inspired with karate, you know, which you have here now, which is SmosModernkunearts. So, but there were a lot of red flags in the classes, man. With the stances, the katas, the forms, just too long. Most of the classes consisted of doing katas and forms, then the techniques and strikes. And I'm in this with the story. Me and this other guy were doing some techniques, and there was a technique called not Flash and Dragon. Yeah, it was called Five Swords, where you throw a punch, and then the other guy blocks it. He goes with the chop. He goes with the thrust, and then back with the chop. Well, I had, and mind you, the guy knows the technique, and he knows the strike is coming, right? I'm in stance, and okay, I throw and mind you guys, he knows the technique. You know the punch is coming. In real time, I throw the punch, and I hit him in the face. I punch the guy in the face, he hits him in the face, he's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm doing the technique. I said, he's like, oh, well, you're supposed to do it slowly. I said, I did do it slowly. I said, I did it in real time. Guys, that's when I knew I had to leave the school. Because I'm like, listen, dude, so let me get this straight. You were expecting me to throw a haymaker when you already know the technique, you know the punch is coming, and I did it in a slow, real-time motion, and you still can't block it? Guys, that's when I knew I had to get out there. I said, I can't train like this, because I said, if you can't even block a real-time slow punch, what are you going to do in a real street fight where you got someone really trying to punch you? You know what I mean? He was expecting a haymaker. He's like, you were supposed to throw the punch slow. It's like, I did throw it slow, but in real time. And I'm thinking, if you can't even block a punch that you know is coming with the technique, how are you gonna, what are you gonna do in a real fight? And it was just different things like that. So, when people ask me why I start my own expression of martial art, that's really where it stems from. Because in the state that I am, there's no Kyokushin schools or no Okinawan, Gojo Ryo schools here, or I just I know enough to where I'm gonna start my own expression of martial arts, which is now SmosModernkunearts. So you didn't even see that coming. I'm too quick, you know. So I just wanted to provide a little backstory on that. You know what I mean? And you know, uh, and guys, this is why and Freddie Lee has received a lot of flack on this because he trained under the Family Inc. Association. Well, this is why Freddie left the Family Inc. Association, because he was being fed and taught bullshit. You know what I mean? Freddie's like, I'm not going to keep paying, and being taught bullshit. I'm going to go and do my own thing. And that's why Freddie left. I get it now. That's why he left the Family Inc. Association. So, guys, you got to get, you just got to be careful with all these McDojos around here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is Sensei Dion from SmosModernkunearts, but I just wanted to shed some light on that. I got more because of my busy schedule right now. I don't really have a lot of I'm gonna get back to my martial arts videos, man. But I got a lot of content coming out. I'm gonna make this channel grow despite the haters. I don't care about Herman Branch, Haters Inc., or any of them. I'm making this channel grow on my own. I'm going to do it my way, you know what I mean? This is, this is the Dion Smo Show. If you don't like that hoe, go in slow-mo. And then go for a row in your boat. But it's not a yacht. But see, I'm just a light-skinned Pac. Anyway, SmosModernkunearts.